Pregame.com.
Welcome back to Pregame.tv. It's an historic event here at Pregame.tv. This is the first ever hockey video we've done. All the videos we've done.
Going to be the shirt.
Well, you know, that's another story. But I got to ask a question because, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a hockey handicapper. I'm not. This is going to be your video, and I heard some rumblings and rumors. And tell me if this is true. Word has it that you love the camera so much that you decided to do a hockey video knowing that I'd have nothing to say about it.
That's so the camera would. I could just steal the show. And plus, since I lost the bet, this is why VR's not in a suit today. I lost the bet on the Super Bowl. I'm going to make the disclaimer on pretty much every video that's mine. I lost the bet with a follower. If I lose, I had to lose the suit, and they were going to send me a T-shirt. I had San Fran. They had Baltimore. I was expecting a Ravens T-shirt instead.
Hey, this is your video. We got to get to it because you're
jump right away.
Your late shift at Chippendale starts soon.
Tampa Bay at the Rangers. I really like the over in this one. I think the line's going to come out 5 with high juice to the over. I'm hoping it comes out at 5.5, and I could get a good price on the over because I'm handicapping this game at 6+ goals. And here's why. When you look at the New York Rangers, they started off slow this year, and that's no surprise. They do so pretty much each and every season. But this year's a little different because of the lockout. It's a short season, and you can't really waste any time. And you saw it early on. I mean, they have one of the best goalies in all of the NHL in Lundqvist, but he's only had 2 games where he's allowed less than 2 goals. He's had no shutouts thus far, and I credit that to the simple fact that he didn't come in shape. When a lot of these players went to Europe, went overseas and played, and he didn't. He went and did 2 charity events, and that was it. So you're seeing a guy that's out of shape, and they're just beating him to the net. And you can't really switch him for Biron, the backup, because he's not playing well either. So you have a New York Rangers team that I think he could score on, and they're playing against a Tampa Bay team, which is first in goals scored. And I've been told early on in this season from someone that really knows their hockey, you're not going to get rich betting under in Tampa Bay games. These two played earlier this year, and it did stay under the 5.5. But I think that the scheduling in this one really bodes well for the over. You have Tampa Bay that is playing one of the toughest schedules of late. They're at Philadelphia, at New Jersey, at Boston on Saturday, and then Sunday they got to go to New York. That's as physical of a lineup as you're going to get in the NHL. This is going to be a beat-up team defensively. And I think the Rangers are going to get some goals of their own. I like what their coach did by saying, we have all these stars, but you know what? In a short season, I'm going to bring up the youth because of the fact these guys are in shape. And when he did that the other day, they showed up and beat the Islanders 4-1. So I'm going to go over in this one.
All right, quick question for you, and you brought it out briefly at the beginning of the video, is that the line's either going to be 5 with high juice to the over or 5.5 at regular juice. As you know, because a lot of people don't bet hockey out there. To the novice out there, which do you think is the better play? If you had both available to you, you want to lay the 5 with the extra juice?
No, I don't like to lay the vig. Even though 5's one of those key numbers, just like 7 in baseball, you know, when you're talking total 7 and 9 in baseball, 5's as key as it gets in the NHL. And yet, I'm not comfortable having to lay that 120, 130, 140s. I go see it go as high as 150 before they get off that 5. So I would rather see it at 5.5 and maybe get it at even money, maybe up to -110. I'd even go up to -120. So personally, I'd rather go over 5.5 because I really think we're not going to have problems getting there in this one.
All right, this is your free pick, so let's make it official.
Tampa Bay Rangers, Sunday hockey. We're making history here. Let's see if we could cash a ticket on the over. I kind of like the Rangers as well. You may want to tie up a little bit of a parlay there, maybe even lay the 1.5 goals with the over. I like the Rangers. Bad spot for Tampa. But again, you're going to have to always pay a price on the team like the New York Rangers, especially when they're playing at home. So I'm going to go with the value, and that's on the over. Tampa Bay, #1 in the NHL in goals scored. The Rangers have been allowing some goals of late. Lundqvist just isn't himself. He allowed less than 2 goals per game last year on average. He's up to 2.5 this year. I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. So let's go over for the first historic NHL video.
Not only is this your first NHL video, but this is your video best bet this
Best
week.
bet of the week. The best bet of the week. You're going to have to wait till Sunday to bet it, but.
All right. Well, hopefully they don't get snowed out in New York.
Yeah, true,
so
true.
we got that. All right. That's it for this week. You got VR's video best bet. Wraps up our videos. Back next week, beginning of the week, we'll have videos from Brian Leonard, Steve Fezzik.
VR in a suit.
VR will dress him back up next week. Hopefully he won't be still dancing at Chippendales next week. We'll have Scott Spreitzer in studio, and of course I'll be here too. All right, for VR, I'm Marco D'Angelo. Thanks for watching this week. Best of luck with all of your plays this weekend. We'll talk to you next week here on pregame.tv.